Hello there. So because I wanted a little break in my day, I'm going to do a apartment tour. Keep in mind, as I mentioned before, I am planning to move out of this place at the end of May, but I will show you in the meantime how I've decorated it. All right, so I always lived really close to the elevator, which was one of my pet peeves of the buildings. You can see I'm literally right next to it, and I could hear it ding and like sort of go up and down once in a while, but anyways, here is the front entryway. As you can see, I turned left first, and there is the kitchen. It's the most spacious kitchen that I have ever had in Manhattan, so it definitely was a luxury. I mean, I had a dishwasher, and this is the first and only apartment in which I have ever had a dishwasher, which was very convenient. And as you can see, I also had a ton of storage, and I put my shoes on top of the kitchen cabinets because, you know, that's what you got to do when you're tight Manhattan space. There's a dishwasher, there's the sink, and then a lot of storage and a very good sized fridge. So definitely very comfortable, and I certainly really enjoyed the kitchen. And then you walk in, there's a sort of mini hallway, and then you come into the dining/living area. You can see here I have a dining table here that is able to seat three. It's pretty small, but did the trick. I had a futon, which I always kept spread out because it was just a lot more comfortable, and that's kind of the backdrop you guys saw in some of my videos before. And then what I loved about this place was the view. You can see the Hearst building, which is where Cosmo is for fun reference, right across. And so it did have a lovely view that you could look at. And it was kind of one of my favorite parts. And I had a huge IKEA storage unit in which I kept all of my coats. And then here's my work desk in which I worked for the several months but right before I ended my lease. So definitely spent a lot of time in this area, and all in all it wasn't too bad in terms of like versus my previous apartment. And then you'll see here that there is the restroom, so pretty standard size restroom, definitely a lot bigger than my previous apartment within Manhattan, though, at least. Like you had enough room for an over toilet sort of shelf to keep a lot of skincare. And then within the shower itself as well, I kept a sort of caddy up top in which I stored my shampoo as well as other supplies. And yes, I did love the living area. It's definitely my favorite part. The main con of my place is that the walls were thin, so sometimes I would hear the lady next door coughing in the living room when I would sit in the futon. Moving into the bedroom, the bed is actually made. It's just I did a terrible job doing it, so there it is anyway. It's a tiny bedroom, definitely smaller than the living room, which is part of the reason why I like the living room so much more. Nice thing though is it had this huge closet unit, which I did need because I have an excessive amount of clothing and it stored it all. And up top, I would keep my winter or summer clothes based on the season. Then I had a similar view out of my window, although I added blackout curtains. Okay, that was it. Hope you guys found this helpful.